It's Q&A time, and to be fair, you're not Mike.
Thank God.
So it's okay. Now, you notice I'm decked out in my Bears gear, and for some reason he decided to wear Raiders gear. I believe you're very excited about the possibility of Geno Smith being drafted by the Oakland Raiders in the first round.
Am I?
No, seriously, though, quick thing. I know this won't get up for a few days yet, but your thoughts on the Alex Smith deal?
Well, hey, he's playing for the Chiefs, so screw him. How you like that?
I've got plenty to say about it. You're in a division where the Raiders themselves just made this move 2 years ago for a better quarterback, and that hasn't worked. It's not all Carson Palmer's fault because the team around him is shits too, but
it won't always be. You wait and see.
Yep.
Okay.
That's why they'll be drafting Geno Smith. Anyways, we'll get started here. Cliff Branch for the Hall of Fame. That's one Raider thing we can agree on.
I'll agree on that one.
Yes, absolutely. Ray Guy, too, while we're at it.
Yep.
At Ryan Monroe 6, it's Q&A time.
All right, let's do this.
Who will be TNA champion in 2013? We've got Jeff Hardy right now, and he's scheduled to face Bully Ray at Lockdown. Is Bully Ray winning the belt?
No.
You don't think so?
No.
I do.
Not at this point.
I do. I think he will.
No way. Not at this
really
point.
do.
No. Not at this point.
I've got a question.
Yeah.
Where the fuck has Matt Morgan been the past month?
Yeah, they were bringing him back and pushing him hard and everything. Boom, then he's gone. No, I think the real sleeper that you got to throw in here, too, is some guy that hasn't been on TV now for, I think, about 2 months. AJ Styles.
Yeah, potentially.
Yeah.
So name the different guys from this point going forward that you think will hold the TNA World Championship in 2013. Hardy, obviously, because he's
Hardy. I would have to say Bully Ray, but just not at this time. Maybe toward the middle of the year.
Okay.
AJ Styles, I think, will probably get a huge push, probably around September, October, going into Bound for Glory. I would not be surprised to see him win it there. Those are the 3 guys that I could really see winning the title this year.
Yeah, the only other guy that I would maybe add in there is either a Austin Aries or a Robert Roode. They're going to continue the Step Brothers, Odd Couple type of thing.
Winning every belt.
Yeah, exactly. That would be the only other guy to throw in there. I would have said Matt Morgan, but where the fuck is he? At JRO1279, what's your beef with ROH?
Where do you want to begin? I wouldn't say I completely hate it. Some of the guys on there do have some talent, but it's just very underutilized.
It's just a shitty product.
Yeah.
I mean, they're marketing themselves as a fucking martial arts company, it seems like, more than a professional wrestling company. And the talent, obviously, isn't as good as it was a few years ago. No. It sucks.
Match quality, you'll get a decent match here and there, but there's nothing to sustain it.
And I'm sorry for the bots that sit there and say every ROH match or mostly every ROH match is good. No, they're not. No. There are good ROH matches. Right. There's some damn good ones.
Sure.
But when you watch a show and every single match looks the fucking same, it starts to lose its appeal after a while. There are many problems with ROH, but that's some of them. I wish they would do better, but they don't.
Well, they're pay-per-views. You don't know whether it's going to come in or not. Okay, hey, there's a start. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, and we talk about the Breakfast Club in WWE or the old fogies in TNA getting the push, and it's always the same few guys in ROH being featured in the same spots. I mean, it gets old after a while. I'm sorry, it does.
Yep.
Add anything goes show WWE. Do you think Hogan will make an appearance at WrestleMania 30? In theory, it'd be nice if they could work it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't think it's going to happen, though. There's just not a long enough period of time for him to get out of TNA. And then
I think he'll still be under contract for another. I think he's still under contract with TNA for maybe another year and a half or two. So I doubt they would let that happen. No. Because it would have to be something to be beneficial to TNA, and I don't see where there'd be anything that would work out beneficial to TNA. No. At awesome_leopard. What WrestleMania match that wasn't the main event should have been the main event?
Ooh, throughout history.
You have 28 Manias to pick from. I've got the 2 that I talk about so often, but let's see if you bring up a different one that should have main event.
But does this match have to have taken place, and then we bump it up to the main event?
Yeah, what WrestleMania match that wasn't the main event?
It wasn't the main event. Okay.
Yes. So it has to actually have been an official WrestleMania match.
Oh, boy. the title is so important. But man, you know, the Savage Steamboat probably could have headlined it. You know, people probably would have went home.
Should it have been though?
At that time, no, not for that Mania. Could have been for another Mania, but at that Mania, no.
No, I'm saying so. Keeping it on that particular card. The two examples that I have,
Flair and Michaels.
Bingo. There's a third one.
Yeah.
All right, there's one right there. How in the hell did that not main event? The other two that I have obviously are Hogan versus Rock, WrestleMania 18. Having Jericho versus Triple H, that's stupid.
Mm-hmm.
Just dumb,
Mm-hmm.
dumb. And the other really dumb one was Taker Michaels at WrestleMania 25.
Yeah.
That was dumb.
Yeah.
You had to know. You've got the fucking Undertaker. You've got frickin' Shawn Michaels.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to put them in the middle of the card. Yes, because anything after that is going to be able to follow.
Yeah. Yep.
You're idiots. That's a really good question, but those are the three that come to mind the most. At Luis Roulette, if you had a wrestling company, who would you choose to push to be the face of the company? Only current wrestlers.
Only current wrestlers.
Mm-hmm.
Out of everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Face of the company. Wow. You know, I really like Bobby Roode. I would push him to be the face of the company. And when he was the champion in TNA, they got decent ratings at that time. I don't see any reason why not to get behind him. You can push him as a face. You can push him as a heel. Either way, and he'd still be good for the company.
All right, so, you know, I won't say Brad Maddox because that is obvious. I won't say Alex Riley because that is, again, obvious.
Honey Boo Boo.
No. I'm not building the wrestling company around her.
Okay, good.
But she is her own wrestling company. One guy.
Yeah, it's hard to narrow it down, but
Because I'd be looking for a 5-tool talent.
mm-hmm.
And
Yeah.
keep it in mind, I would do many different things with him, the individual, but I would probably say Sheamus, except I hesitate because if I'm building a company around him, this is a guy I believe is already like 32 or 33.
Yeah.
It's really hard to say.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
That's tough.
it is. At Shevlin Kyle, if you could host a dinner party with Mr. Bob Backlund, Mr. Wonderful, Brad Maddox, and Honey Boo Boo, what food would you serve? Well, apparently awesome pie would already be on the menu, so whatever they would like. I would assume some type of filet mignon, perhaps a salad. You like salads, Dwayne?
Does Honey Boo Boo actually know what a filet mignon is? No.
She probably says a fillet mignon.
Yeah, probably.
And that works, whatever.
Get her a fish sandwich and shut the hell up.
Chicken nugget powder, bitch.
There you go.
At iTunes_speaks, how would you book Dolph Ziggler once he reaches the main event? Would you make him a face or a heel? And would you give him a change of gimmick?
This is assuming that he will make the main event.
Let's say for
layman's term?
Yeah.
Okay.
For benefit's sake, he is in the main event.
Well, I mean, you can do a lot of different things with him.
But would you keep him heel? Would you turn him babyface?
I think that you got to keep him heel at least for a short term, but I would turn him babyface eventually. Probably won't take too long after he wins the title, though, to turn him babyface.
I think you should already be turned babyface. Haven't they done enough with Dolph Ziggler as a heel? And let's face it, it's like what we talk about with John Cena getting booed by half the crowd means he's a shitty babyface.
Right.
Well, Ziggler, when he works, you could say, well, he's so great, Okay, fine. But he doesn't get booed by the entire audience as a heel.
Right.
He gets cheered by, in some places, quite a sizable portion of the audience. As a result, makes him a bad heel, meaning that the WWE is fighting the grain. He should be babyface now. I am on board with that. He needs to be babyface.
I don't think that he can be babyface now because he still has the money in the bank. He's still got to find some way for him to worm his way in there to get it. You know,
when RVD had the money in the bank, was he a babyface or a heel?
That was a totally different situation.
Okay, but was he a babyface or a heel?
He was a babyface, but
Okay.
ECW was still going, and he was associated with ECW. However, he's not. Ziggler is not.
Okay, but you could have him cash in clean.
Good luck.
I'm just saying,
Okay.
you know, it's predictable having the fucking heel being the Money in the Bank winner. Why can't Ziggler turn face? They keep saddling him with stupid fucking people like Vicky and AJ and Biggie Langston. He never gets to shine on his own.
Right.
You've run the course with Dolph Ziggler as a heel. It doesn't work. It can work much better if you give people. people a reason to cheer him. I think he should be like the Barney character in How I Met Your Mother, because he is kind of like that anyways in real life. The character that he is doesn't fit the skill sets of the performer.
Right.
And I have a problem with that. It's just like if you cast an actor for a movie, could be a great actor, but the role doesn't suit him. It's not a good role. It's not a good movie.
Right. I think that maybe they should have him win the belt as a heel and have him lose it in a short term and then have him blame everybody else, turn him face at that point, and then you can put him in the main event and watch him shine.
Maybe. At Mystery Unknown 9, is the Honky Tonk Man the greatest IC champion? And if not, who is? Do you think he is?
No.
I don't either. Greatest IC champion of all time. No disrespect to Honky, but I don't think he's the greatest.
No, I don't think so either. I think you got to push Jericho up there, and I think you got to push Randy Savage up there as well.
I'll take Savage. I know some of you will say Mr. Perfect. Yeah, that'd be a great choice too. But I'll take Savage. I don't think the IC title ever meant more than when it was with Savage. Right. I really don't.
The only reason I throw Jericho in there is because of the amount of times he has won.
Yeah, but I don't think he was ever... I don't put him in Savage's pedigree as a champion. I'd rather take one quality, lengthy reign that mattered as opposed to 9 that were kind of...
Sure.
At Hawaiian Gamer, if UPN didn't force WWE to pull the plug on Muhammad Hassan, how far would he have gone in terms of star power?
I think he was kind of flickering at the time that they did put him out. I don't think he would have went very much farther at all. I think that the character pretty much ran its course at that point.
I don't think it ran its course. I disagree with that. I'm just not sure that WWE was ever going to, even if it would have been all systems go, I'm not sure that they would have had the courage to do what would have needed to have been done with that type of character.
Right.
And especially because Vince is so pro-troop and nationalistic bullshit. That would be my concern. So I'm not, quite frankly, I'm not sure how much more over he would have gotten even if they would have kept with it, frankly. It's disappointing that it didn't happen.
I would have liked to see what they would have done with it.
You know, at some point they would have been trying to build for a Muhammad Hassan Cena feud at SummerSlam or WrestleMania. That was coming, but... Right. At Brad Tragic K, what wrestler had a goofy gimmick that was cool to you guys but later got a great push in wrestling? Rikishi.
Yeah?
You say, well, it wasn't the greatest push when they turned him heel, but shit, he was feuding with Rock and Austin.
Yeah.
That's a hell of a spot for him to be in at that time. You know, that would be one example. I'm sure there are others.
There's a lot of crappy gimmicks out there.
Goldust.
He's still in that gimmick, though.
No. I'm saying, but when that gimmick first came out, he was many things, and Goofy was one of them.
Right.
You know, it was weird. But it was goofy too. So that would be one.
Yeah.
At IB Spiffy, would the Drew Carey 2001 Royal Rumble appearance been so bad if he didn't ultimately end up with him being inducted into the Hall of Fame? It was bad either way.
Yeah, horrendous.
At Fork 34, who will be better when their careers are over, LeBron James or Kobe Bryant?
Oof.
I'll go with LeBron.
I'll go with LeBron as well.
At C Pivcac, how did all the OTRS crew meet? We've talked about this before.
Mike worked with me. Mike then knew you. You knew Tony. Well, I don't know where it goes from there.
And Mark just kind of came in.
Yeah, we're just, yeah.
At Gail Tyler LP, what size arena do you think TNA should be using for their television tapings? Arenas with seating probably somewhere between 4,000 to 6,000 people, so that way they can actually have a chance to fill the venue, and it looks natural. It's not, 4,000 people all shoved onto one side of the big part of the venue. So I kind of question their choice of lockdown being at the
mid-size hockey rink.
Yeah, something like that.
That type of thing. Not as small as a gymnasium, obviously, but a mid-size hockey rink should be fine.
At MC_Big Bird, will we ever get some black lesbian porn reviews? If you're lucky. At Valley X Crusade, Jeff, what is that tattoo on your right arm? May I see it? Yes, of course. It's a picture of Michael Jordan taking his last shot as a Bull and as a player in the NBA.
And on his butt, he's got one of him playing baseball.
Fuck you. I hate you. All right, so anyways, if you want your questions answered in future Q&As, all you have to do is go on Twitter and tweet them to us. Our Twitter handle is at Off the Rope Show, excuse me.
Down there.
It is all in the description box. Thank you, Metal D.
Yeah, not a problem.
You're better than Mike, right?
Woohoo!